Good evening, folks. My name is Jamie Gage. I'm here at the Underground in Randolph, Vermont with our great Live from the Underground performance series. As a reminder, we donate 10% of our proceeds to the Chandler Center for the Arts, great venue here in downtown Randolph. Also, we have these great shirts on the store tab of our website. Check out both the long sleeve and the short sleeve. This is the back, of course. And tonight we have a very special performance from a trio from Woodstock. I'm going to be doing a little poetic and musical adventure. We have Peter Money and Partridge Boswell, Nat Williams, and together they are Los Lorcas.
Strange days, empty streets, yet so good at walking away from your defeat. Now you're not the only one, burning cold to feel the sun. Empty hands, they get so good at talking but can't say where we stand. Sunrise in spite of everything, the days and the clouds are flying, but I am with you tonight, dreaming beside you in the firelight. Miles between us and no end inside. No, I'm with you tonight. Love song, balcony. Tonight the biggest ring around the moon I've ever seen. Maybe you'd see it too. Tell me how long till I can be with you. That I am with you tonight, dreaming beside you in the firelight. Miles between us and no end inside. No, I am with you. One world, one heart. It may not be disaster, but it's tearing us apart. Beyond the window, skies are clearing. A high tide shining on the ceiling. With you tonight, dreaming beside you in the firelight. Miles between us and no end inside. No, I am with you. I'm with you tonight, dreaming beside you in the firelight. Miles between us and no end inside. No, I am with you tonight, tonight. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Well, thank you. Thanks so much. And good evening to you. We're delighted to be down here in the underground with Jamie and Vincent and Babs, and Jim was here, but he left. Anyway, we're especially delighted to be playing for any and all of you who are tuning in via Bandcamp and Facebook, etc., etc. That first poem we did, that came out of this last year, as you may have gleaned from some of the lyrics. But most of what we're going to be doing, in fact, I think the rest of this evening we'll be playing some poems for you from our first album that came out on Thunder Ridge Records. It's still coming out, actually. Yeah, it's still coming out. It's a slow release, COVID release. Yeah. So when we go live again, we'll bring it out for real. Of course, it's called Last Night in America, and this next song, is off that album. It's called Ode to a Bee on the Small of Your Back. Blind to it tickles the delta of nerves there. You rub a humming with the back of your hand. Surprised by the soft pulse of a drowsy bee that hits to ride on your chambray shirt. When a moment ago you went outside barefoot in cool October dew. Kiss your love goodbye through her driver's side window. Laid Ragozas waited till now to speak, speckled with 100 glistening tears. Coals to count is away, larks befooled by recent heat, into blooming again. When a moment ago she caught your eye looking at more than just the view. Green and golden mountainside, your love light burning through. Garden and hive you tend for another, thriving these 6 years, or is it 7 now, since you left? Well, since you left. Easy to lose count the sun's real grinding days, smooth as it fades, needles and bees. Easy to say she would have held your hand this way, searching the night for the Pleiades. When a moment ago you caught her eye looking at more than just the view. Green and golden mountainside, your love light burning through. a moment ago you went outside barefoot in cool October dew. To kiss your love goodbye through her driver's side window. Well, thanks so much. So like Jamie said, we're called Los Lorcas, and we take our name from the Spanish, the Andalusian poet Federico Garcia Lorca, and more on Lorca later. But for right now, we're going to play an arrangement of one of his poems called La Luna Asoma, When the Moon Rises. Cuando sale la luna, se pierden las campanas y aparecen las sendas impenetrables. Cuando sale la luna, el mar cubre la tierra y el corazón se siente isla en el infinito. Nadie come naranjas bajo la luna llena. Es preciso comer fruta verde y helada. Cuando sale la luna, de 100 rostros iguales, la moneda de plata solloza en el bolsillo. When the moon rises, the bells hang silent, and impassable footpaths appear. How could I leave you here? Turn and walk away into the Vega, burning on the edge of night. When the moon rises, the sea covers the land, and the heart feels like an island in infinity. Under the weeping olive tree, leaves play and scatter moon shadow on your face and shining sleeves. Tell them my eyes stayed open, that I went to my star without breath. Tell them I'm standing out in the open, waiting for a lover's voice to sing me to bed. No one eats oranges under the full moon. One must eat fruit that is green and cold. How did we ever grow so old? Making our way across the Vega to pick the bitter olive tree. When the moon rises, moon of 100 faces, your dreaming footsteps disappear. How could you leave us here? Turn and walk away into the Vega, blooming on the edge of night. Tell them my eyes stayed open, that I went to my star without breath. Tell that I'm standing out in the open, waiting for a lover's voice to sing me to bed.
Muchas gracias.
Well, this next poem is by an Irishman by the name of William Butler Yeats. Some of you might know him. He wrote it when he was living in London, longing for some serenity and solitude. And funny thing, it's kind of become a bit of a theme song for these times we're in, to an extent, because a lot of us did find that solitude even though we weren't planning on it. This is from Yeats' poem, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. We call it simply Innisfree. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and water's made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and I will live alone in the bee-loud glade. I will get some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales in the morning to where the cricket sings. Their midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening is full of the linnet's wing. I will arise and go now for always night and day. I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, or standing on the roadway or on the pavement's gray. I can hear it in the deep heart's core. And go to Innisfree and the small cabin built there, clay waters made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and I will live alone in the beat-out glade.
Yeah, thanks so much. So I'm just going to tune a little bit here, sorry. I'm going to let Nat say a few words. Oh, that's right. You don't have a microphone.
I'll say 4 words. Or is it 5?
As many?
The Ballad of the... oh my gosh, it's more than that. The Ballad of the Water of the Seas.
That's quite a title. You gotta just call it the Seawater Ballad.
Every word counts, Buzz. Partridge. Buzz. Partridge. Every word. I love that. The water of the seas. Not just the sea, not just the water. The water of the seas.
The water of the seas as opposed to the water of the lakes
matters.
and streams and rivers and reservoirs. Waters out of the bottle.
I mean, it was Lorca's choice.
It was entirely Lorca's choice, so we're going to blame it.
And maybe a translator, too.
Well, we owe a lot to Federico Garcia Lorca. And it's worth noting, this is the 100th anniversary of what was really a momentous year for him. 1921 is the year that he published his first book of poems, Libro de Poemas. Not only that, but this really, 1921 was really the year that he worked on his book that he's probably best known for, Poema del cante jondo, Poem of the Deep Song, which wasn't published for another 10 years, but he did the work for it that year, so 100 years ago this year. So we're celebrating with we're going to be celebrating with tonight with three ballads, not only the Ballad of the Water of the Sea, but also one he called his somnambulant ballad. We like to call the Sleepwalker's Ballad, and then we're going to we'll dive into one of our own ballads called Last Night in America.
The sea smiles from far off. Teeth of foam, lips of sky. Yo, clouds, what do you sell from your chest full of breath? I sell, consumer, the water of the seas. What do you carry, O black youth, mixed in with your blood? I carry, officer, the water of the seas. These salt tears, Mama, where do they come from? I weep, Your Honor, the water of the seas. Heart, and this grave bitterness, where was it born? How bitter is the water of these seas? The sea smiles from far off. Teeth of foam, lips of sky.
Green, how much I want you, green. Green wind, green branches, the ship upon the sea, and the horse in the mountain. With the shadow on her waist, she dreams from her balcony. Green skin, hair of green, and eyes of cold silver green. How much I want you, green. Beneath the gypsy moon, all things look at her, she cannot see. Green, how much I want you, green. Great stars of white cross swim with the fish of darkness that open the road of dawn. The fig tree rubs the window with its sandpaper branches, and the mountain of Filchinka
espressos, it's bitter aloes, but real coming from where she lingers on her balcony. Green heart, waves of green, dreaming of the bitter sea. Friend, I want to change my horse for your house, my shadow for your mirror, my knife for your blanket. Friend, I come bleeding from the passes of Cabra with a muffled tambourine. Let me come to green. How much I want you green. Green wind, green branches, the ship upon the sea, and the horse in the mountain. I'll ride until I find you, wherever you may be. I'll ride until I find you. Wherever you may be. Thanks so much. Even the moon of the party was a tick past last call. Never like clockwork. Your class Einstein would crank Springsteen to 12 and proceed to strip to his skivvies in the front yard of whoever's house. Regardless who might witness the shit-faced blade of a jackass savant, too smart for this town. His nice blue-black hand, he slipped the cassette from his pocket into the stereo like an engagement ring. Dredged from the bottom of a blue-collar benzene river in Jersey. Intended for the finger of the girl next door who always lives somewhere else. A song or two, he'd make the river do what he wanted it to. Writhing and lurching, windmilling the night with his air guitar, belting out the boss verbatim into his shoe. Building his evolution to a crescendo of fear-grace longing. race at the stone pony. Goading partiers and gods alike, not least himself, to heal this holy night. Bellowing off key and lyrically on the force of finding love in this broken bottle speed trap town. While friends suited in how and girls stuck inside, horrified by their own curiosity. Sometimes parents or even police would arrive with a blanket from the Stutterforth Encore. You knew the way the thunder rolled. The jungle land as well as a Macket's mojo hand. Knew the party's hungry heart would give out any minute now, bleeding into streets, going nowhere, with no place left to hide, and the river running deep and wide tonight. And for a song or two, he'd make the river do what he wanted it to. And for a song or two, he'd make the river do what he wanted it to. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Should we slow things down a little bit? Just a little bit?
Yeah, why don't we slow things down and move to New York City?
To a walking gait.
Okay.
In New York
Okay,
City.
New York City
Sounds-
on a slow day.
That sounds good.
All right. Boy, that's some fast Jersey. Yeah, so New York, New York. Behind me, I can hear them talking. I can hear them talking. He's complaining to her. He's saying, "You can't even walk. That there are too many people." He says, "I wish a disease would come and wipe out half the people." In a kind of bored and monotone type of voice. And I look at him walking steadily, side by side, he and she, as though through a field in synchronicity. And I call out to him, "Would you be one of them?" But he doesn't hear me. Maybe a bad day. But I'm left standing in front of the Woolworth entrance, wondering what half he thinks he belongs to. And why a half? Why not a whole? To the lady in pink, standing on top the bridge.
Oh lady, lady of the night. Behind me, say hurry, hurry the night. Say madness, emergency tonight.
November 2019.
Oh lady,
November 2020.
oh lady,
November
lady
2020.
of the night.
Oh lady, the lights behind me say hurry, say madness, emergency. The 3 lanes to Brooklyn, each jammed with drivers and cops, and an ambulance surge onward up the ramp. On cathedral gates, you stand high in Triforium, an opera of red lights beneath. Loudly, the police intercom in traffic. People move to your left or to your right, now! And the white lights from their blue truck search for space to move. A rescue. Headlights deaden my cabbie's face as he turns toward me, enigmatic. And so the cop back on the PA shouts, "Cabbie, use your brains now, move!" And we must all be fools on this bridge tonight.
Oh lady, oh lady,
Oh lady,
lady of the night.
oh lady, the lights behind me say
Behind
hurry,
me, say
say
hurry,
madness,
hurry the night.
emergency.
Say madness, emergency tonight.
Oh lady, the lights
Oh,
sent to
lady.
get you, pink,
Oh, lady.
standing. Will you dive while the cops follow, their eyes upon your figure? Do you wish this scene gone? Shout, I found my church, my temple, my mosque. Leave me alone. All the fuss for your standing. The dispatcher over their cab radio announces, all cars stay clear of the Brooklyn Bridge. They got a jumper. And to the cabbie I say, did it look like she was going to jump? And he says, maybe in the river. His eyes are mostly white, so wide, I turn to watch a pin drop. See it leap to night sky, but Manhattan's yellow night glow doesn't catch her. And immediately after feeling that close to the jumper, I'm stunned. No longer excited by passing death. Courage. If only in a car. Or maybe the cops look down, no longer coaxing the dead to live. Oh lady, the lights behind me say hurry, say madness,
say
emergency.
hurry the night. Say madness, emergency tonight. Oh lady, lady of the night.
Thank you kindly. Peter Money. This is about the time when we ask if anyone remembers Evel Knievel. Somebody must. We're thinking somebody must remember that name and what all that it stands for. So anyway, a lot of stories about Evel Knievel. I don't know if we have time to go into that tonight. Anyway. You know, he got his start in daredevilism as a champion ski jumper. I bet not everyone knows that. Yeah, that's what he did. That's kind of how he learned how to fly. But he was a champion ski jumper as a lad out there in Montana. And it just went on from there. Yeah, just went on from there. Right. Kind of where all the nonsense began. But we love to pay homage to him, and we'll do that right now with a poem called Papa Wheelie. From oil-dank bowels of a nightmare garage, you ride benighted. Saturday morning's acolyte, sleep-dazed but aright. Straight for the ramp you built last night in your driveway. In homage to the great adrenaline-hazed Evel Knievel, archetype for every danger boy and bone-headed troglodyte bent on a bright schematic, vying to break more bones than the Guinness World Record, flying prone over cars, buses, lions, fountains, sharks, canyons, rattlesnakes, before the neighborhood wakes. Topping the slope, you rev your banana bike and pedal hard on the approach. Past a hushed gang of squirrels and robins holding their breath, half hoping this levitation will and won't be your last. Did he always wear stars and stripes? Was his helmet screwed on tight? Will his next attempt be televised? If he succeeds and fails yet again to reach the light. Devil dared and fair warned, you rocket as advertised off a wood plank, sailing headlong over fame's Coliseum, into your first kiss and beer and Eucharist. Your first dorm room farewell and first rock concert at the Orpheum. Your first, body's first chemistry experiments. First storm of contrite indignation shadowing your first arrest. Your firstborn silence like a warm ghost. Your island that formed in a widening ocean When your first greyhound pulled away from the curb, taking a friend more than a friend. Inevitable as the first long gaze that followed. Sorting through every stunt since, angling for the abyss, realizing too late your trajectory's off by an inch, and this is going to hurt. You brace yourself for that embrace.
Did he always wear stars and stripes? Was his helmet screwed on tight? Will his next attempt be televised? If he succeeds and fails, gotta get to reach the light. I ain't got wings coming down is the hardest thing.
Thank you so much. Looks like we've got about time for one more, maybe? So, we will do so. By giving you a poem from the late, great American poet W.S. Merwin. And fittingly, it is called Thanks, which we would reiterate and just say thanks to everybody here at the Underground for having us, and thanks to all of you out there for tuning in. Listen, with the night falling, we are saying thank you. We are standing on the bridges to bow from the railings. We are running out of the glass rooms with our mouths full of food to look at the sky and say thank you. We are standing by the water thanking it, standing by the windows looking out in our directions. We are saying thank you. Back from a series of hospitals, back from a mugging. After funerals, we are saying thank you. After the news of the dead, whether or not we knew them, we are saying thank you, thank you. We are saying thank you. Over telephones we are saying thank you. In doorways and in the backs of cars and in elevators too. Remembering wars and the police at the door and the beatings on stairs, we are saying thank you. In the banks we are saying thank you. In the faces of the officials and the rich and of all who will never change, we go on saying thank you, thank you. We go on saying thank you. With the animals dying around us, taking our feelings, we are saying thank you. With the forest falling faster than the minutes of our lives, we are saying thank you, thank you. We are saying thank you. With our words going out like cells of the brain, with the cities growing over us, we are saying thank you. Faster and faster with nobody listening, we are saying thank you. We are saying and waving, dark though it is, dark though it is. With the night falling, we are saying thank you. We are standing on the bridges to bow from the railings. We are running out of the glass rooms with our mouths full of food, to look at the sky and say thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much.